Welcome to T1 Academy. In our reasoning series, today we are going to discuss one more important concept, that is inequality, students. See, if you write any banking examination or any competitive examination in SSC CGL also, definitely they are asking one question for us from this area. Okay, from this inequality. If you see any banking examination, definitely you can see around some 3 to 4 questions from this concept, that is called inequality. That is called inequality. Sir, what is this inequality? First, we should know what is this inequality is called. Now, see here, students, if I want to compare two persons, compare 2 or 3 persons, whatever it may be, generally what are the symbols which we will use? Less than, right? We will use less than symbol, we will use greater than symbol. Okay, greater than, less than, greater than, or what we can also use, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, right? Greater than or equal. Similarly, less than or equal and equal. These are the symbols, right? General comparative symbols which we use to tell any two values. That means to compare two values or to tell the efficiencies of any two persons, like this in all the different cases while comparing two things, whatever it may be. Generally, the symbols used by us are, these are the symbols. Yes, sir. We will use this symbol. So, our inequality is also based on this 5 symbols only. Our inequality, entire inequality concepts depends on these 5 symbols. Okay, sir. Now, how we will see? Generally, there are some basic and standard rules, students, while solving these inequalities. First, I will tell you the general concept, and then we will see why we are learning the concept only in this manner. For example, 2 numbers are there for me. Take an example, A is greater than B. Okay, sir. I have one more relation, that is B is greater than C. A is greater than B and B is greater than C. Take for example. Now, for example, see here, students. What can I tell the relation between A and C here? Can I tell the relation between A and C here? Yes, I can tell. Why? What is the reason? Because I have a common term between these two relations which they have given. So, whenever I want to write, let us consider this as an expression. For our easier communication thing, we will consider that as expression. Now, in my first expression and in my second expression, what is the common thing? B, right? So, because of that reason, here there is a possibility that I can tell the relation between A and C. But sometimes we cannot tell also. I will tell you why, what is the reason behind that. We will see it later. Now, see here, students. Now, A is greater than B and B is greater than C. For example, if I take C value as 1. What is the value of B? I can take 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, I can take that value, right? And similarly, what they are telling, A is greater than B. A is greater than B. So, whatever the value which you take for B, take it as 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. For example, if you have taken C value is 1, then I can take B from what? From 2, I can take any number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this, I can take any number. For example, I have taken B as 2. Then what about A? I can take A as 3, right? Can I take A value as 1 here? No. Why? What is the reason? Why? Because A is greater than B. Can I take A as 2? No. Why? Because A is greater than B. So, definitely I should take A is greater than A equal to 3. From 3, I can take any value. Similarly, if I take AC is some 5, right? What are the values of B? I can take from 6, I can take any value, right? Take for example, I have taken B as 10. Now, A, definitely it is greater than B, right? So, what it becomes? Some 15, 10, 12, whatever it is. So, from these two things, from these two observations, what I can tell, what is the relation between A and C here, students? A is always greater than C. I can tell this conformly that A will be always greater than C. A will be always greater than C. Now, similarly, please see here, if A is greater than B, A is greater than B, and as well as C is also greater than B. A is greater than B and C is also greater than B. In my previous case, actually C is less than B. C is less than B. But what I am telling here, A is greater than B and C is also greater than B. Now tell me, can I tell the relation between A and C here? If we see in the general manner, can we tell? Let us assume. What is the smallest among these 3 students? From these relations, I can tell, sir, B is the smallest one. Why? Because A is less than B. B is less than A, as well as the same B is less than C. So, definitely I can say that B is less than both A and C. So, the smaller value is what? For example, here, now please see here, students. If I take B value is something like 2, randomly I have chosen B value as 2. Now, tell me what are the values of C I can take. From 3 I can take any value, right? 3, 4, 5, 6 like that I can take any value for C. Similarly, what is the value of A I can take? A also the same thing, right? Why? Because A is also greater than B. So here also I can take 3, 4, 5 and so on. Students, is it possible for me to tell the exact relation between A and C? Why? Because I can take C as 3 as well as I can take A as also 3. So in that case, if I take both 3 and 3, what happens for me? A becomes C. There is one possibility, yes sir. If I take C as 4, A as 3, C as 4 and A as 3, then what happens? Tell me, C will be greater than A, sir. Yes. Here I will take C is 3 and A is 4. C is 3 and A is 4. Then what will be the relation? It becomes C will be less than A. So here all the 3 cases are possible, right? Here all the 3 cases are possible. I will take A as 3, C as 3. And here already I assumed B is 2. B is 2. In worst case, I can also take A and 3, C also 3, right? Yes sir, you can take. Next, I will take C as 4 and A as 3. I can take, right? Why? Because they simply said only about B and C, B and A. But they didn't mention us anything about A and C. So here this is also a possibility. Sir, I will take C3 and A4. This is also another possibility. Yes, all the 3 cases are possible, right? So can I establish a relation between A and C here? No sir, I cannot establish a relation between A and C here. So here I cannot tell what is the symbol between A and C. I cannot tell whether A is greater, C is greater or both are equal exactly. But in this case I can tell, right? Now the similar type of questions will be given in examination. Sir, each and every time I cannot do all these trial and error methods, no sir. And here there are just 3 terms, so somehow I managed to do it. But usually what happens in questions means there will be some 6 to 7 terms. That means A, B, C, D, E, F. They give their relation between these many numbers. So each and every time can I write the relation like this by assuming the values and doing. So to avoid this, what we can say, this huge process, we have a simple process here, students. This is the meaning of inequality, actually speaking. That means you should write they will give us some relations and from them they will pick any 2 and they will ask the relation between them. Like that the questions will be given and we will see. Later we will see about those questions. But first of all, let us try to understand the concept. So each and every time we cannot do all this process, right? It will waste a lot of time for us. Then sir, how we are going to deal these problems? Then how we are going to deal these problems means, now see here students. Now we will take some assumptions here students. What are those assumptions sir? First, see here, this is a symbol. So in this direction it is open. In this direction it is open, sir. Now in this direction it is close. In this direction it is close. That means I cannot move in this direction. I can only move in this direction. Okay, that is the first rule. We will assume. Next, we will have 2 symbols, right? And similarly, the same thing applies for this one also. Whatever it is, this is open and in this direction it is close. And similarly, this one is semi-open. We can tell semi-open or open also. We can call it as open. Why? Because I use the semi. The only reason is because of this equal to. And this direction is completely closed. Okay, don't think sir this is semi-open, so this one is semi-closed. It is not like that. Always this direction is completely closed. And similarly the same thing implies to this one. This direction is completely closed and this one is semi-open. Why I am using different words are both I can use open. Actually speaking, both you can use open, but intentionally I am using the words semi and semi. I will tell you why I am using that words later. Okay, and what is the other symbol which we have? Equal to. Here both ways open. Equal to is just but nothing but both ways open while solving the problems. In fact, in some cases we will neglect that open case also. Why? Because it is of no use. You can easily move from this direction to this direction, this direction. Now come to our problem, earlier problem which we have discussed, the example which I have taken. A is greater than B and B is greater than C. Now if I want to write the relation between A and C, if I want to write the relation between A and C, now please here from where I need to travel to where, which the variable? From A I need to travel to C. Definitely to join any 2 ratios, remember students, if I have an equation like this, A is greater than B and C is greater than D, and if they ask what is the relation between A and D, is it possible for me to write the relation between A and D? No. Why sir? What is the reason? Why? Because definitely there should be a linking element. Here there is no linkage. A and B, two individual ones, C and D are individual ones. Is there any common between these two relations? No, there is no common one. Because of that reason, I cannot establish a relation here. But please see here, what is the common linkage between these two variable, two the things for us, expressions, two things here. What is the common variable? B is the common one in these two expressions. Now I will take the help of B. Now see here students, first I can travel from A to B. Why? Because it is open. Yes sir, we discussed just now, it is open. Next from B to C, can I travel? Yes sir, I can travel. It is also an open one, right? Yes, in both the ways. So now I can write A is greater than C. Open one is towards A. Open one is towards A. For example, the same question, if it is like this. If the same question is like this, now please see here, if I want to write the relation between A and C, from A I cannot move to B. Why? Because this is a closed one, right? From A I cannot move to B, this is a closed one. Now I can move from C to B, yes, why? Because it is open. Next from B to A, yes, I can move. So the relation will be what? A will be less than C. A will be less than C. Okay sir, these two are really good. Now see the one which we were not able to solve, that is A is greater than B and C is also greater than B. C is also greater than B. Now what is the linkage between these two? B. B is the linking element between these two expressions. Now see, I want to write the relation between A and C. First I will try to travel from A to C. A to B I can travel. Why? Because it is open. From B to C, can I travel? Can I travel from B to C? No. Why? Because that is a closed gate. That is a closed gate, so I cannot move from B to C. Now see, I will try from C end. From C to B I can travel. Yes sir. But is it possible for me to travel from B to A? Is it possible for me to travel from B to A? No, it is not possible. So because of that reason, here we cannot establish a relation between A and C. A and C. Understood students? Earlier we discussed with the help of numbers. But in examination, we will not have that much time to write all the numbers and compare the things, these, that and everything. Generally, we will go with this open gate and closed gate logic. We will go from this. With the help of this one, we will try to solve the problems. Now, see here students, some golden rules which I want to discuss with you. First one is to tell the relation between two different expressions, elements of two different expressions, definitely there should be a linking element between two expressions. Definitely I should have a linking element between the two expressions. Then only I can tell the relation between the elements of two different expressions. Earlier we have seen, right? In the case of A, B, C, D, that is the first one. Next rule, golden rule for us here is, in case of, we will get clarity about these rules while solving the problems. In case of A greater or lesser throughout the journey means while linking, we will move from one element to another, right? Throughout the journey, we should have at least one perfect greater or lesser symbol. I will tell you what it is and why what is the importance of that one. I will discuss with you students, don't worry. Next is the third one, the third important. In case of greater than or lesser than, greater than or equal to and less than or equal to, throughout the journey. What is this journey? I will tell you students, don't worry. Throughout the journey, we should have same symbols. Throughout the journey, we should have same symbols. Now, first we will discuss about this point, students. First we will discuss about this point. See students, anyway I hope that you can pause the video and you can write it or go back. So that is the reason I am erasing this one. Now see here students, what is this meaning sir? What is this meaning is, for example, take this one students. A is greater than or equal to B, greater than or equal to C, okay, and A is not A, I will go with another one. Next D is less than C, D is less than C. Like this I have a relation. Now I want to write the relation between A and D, A and D, A and D. So I will tell that A is greater than D. Whether this is correct or not, we will see it for once students. A is greater than D. A is greater than D. Why? Because here our questions also will be in the same manner, whether this is correct or not according to the given question. Now see here students, A is greater than or equal to B. B is greater than or equal to C. Now next C is, first of all, from this which one is the least one? Tell me. C, right? From this one, which one is the least one? C. Which one is the least one? C. Now see here, if I assume C value is some 3, what is the value of B I can assume here? I can take anything from 3, right? Any value from 3. Anyway, greater than 3, but intentionally I will take B also as a 3. I can take, right? Yes, I can take. Why? Because this is greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. Next, what is the value of A I can take here? Here A also I can take 3, right? Yes sir, definitely you can take 3. Why? Because there is a chance to take 3. Why? Because equal to symbol is there. Now this is the values I have assumed for time being, assume. Worst case also. Now please see here, D is less than C. That means if C is 3, what is the value of D I should take? Definitely less than C, right? So D values I should take from 2 and below 2. 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, whatever. So in worst case also, the highest value which I can take for D is what? 2. Now tell me, what is the relation between A and D? 2, right? What is the relation between A and D? 2. So now see here students, this is correct. Now according to our logic, in our logic, see here, A to B I can travel. Why? Because it is an open gate, semi-open or open. Next B to C I can travel. Yes. Next C to D I can travel. Now throughout the journey, in case of greater or lesser, throughout the journey, we should have at least one perfect opening. That means here I have a perfect opening, right? These are not perfect openings students. This is a perfect opening. So throughout my journey, at least I should have one perfect opening. Is it correct or not? Yes, it is correct. Now see here students, please see this one. With this you will get more clarity. And next, D is less than or equal to C. For example, if this is the case, now same, C I will take 3, B I can take 3, A also I can take 3. A also I can take 3. Now tell me, is A greater than C correct in this case? Why? Because D value also I can take 3, right? Why? Because D is also equal to C. D is also equal to C. Yes sir, you can take D. Now is it correct A is greater than C? No, it is not correct. But sir, I will travel from A to C. Yes, you can travel. A to B you can travel. B to C you can travel. C to D also you can travel. But here A greater than C is wrong. Why? Because in my journey I don't have a perfect opening. I don't have a perfect opening. Because of that reason, I cannot say that A is greater than C. Understood students? In this type of greater or lesser, throughout the journey, at least we should have one perfect one. That is the first case. Okay sir, that we understood. Don't worry students, while solving the problems, we will see more detailed manner. And why I am telling this one means just to have some knowledge on this case. Why we are taking and why sir, why we are looking for that perfect opening. That is the reason. With the shortcut techniques, we will write the answer very quickly. Need not to worry. We are not going to write all these threes and all those things in examination. Just for your knowledge sake I am telling. Now see here, in case of greater than or less than or equal to, throughout the journey I should have same symbol. That means like this is the case. Now see here, A and C I can tell that A and D, A is greater than or equal to D. Why? Because here A to B I can travel, B to C I can travel, D to C, C to D also I can travel. And all the symbols are what? Greater than or equal to D. If, okay, so throughout the journey I should have only these symbols. You can also have equal to students, there is no wrong in that. Equal to is negligible. Why? Because I can easily pass in both the ways. So in these questions, if you have equal to, you can neglect that equal to. There is no problem. Okay, for example, instead of this, for time being, if I have something like this, then A greater than D or equal to D, that is the case they given for us. Then this will become what? False. Why? Because it is possible for me to travel from A to D. But what is happening? Throughout the journey, I don't have the same symbols. Here I have a perfect opening. I should have only the semi-openings throughout my journey. But I have a perfect opening, right? This is the case, this gone wrong. So, in case of perfect, greater or lesser, you can have less than or equal to and these symbols. But at least one perfect one we should have. But in the case of less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, throughout the journey you should have same symbols. You can also have equal to, there is no wrong in that. Okay, these are the three major things which we should remember in our problem solving. Now we will go to the problem solving, students. With that you will have a clear idea. After solving some examples, you will come to know what is this inequality. Inequality using the shortcut methods. Now see the first question. They given me three relations, N to P, P to F, F to L, L to K. Some four expressions are given for me here. Now see here, first one is F equal to K. F equal to K, first conclusion. See, this one is similar to our statements and conclusions only. Only one follows, only two follows, both follows, neither follows. Like this, we will have the options, students. First, in case of equal to, similar to, see here, students, please add the equal to symbol also here, or equal to, less than or equal to, or and equal to. So throughout the journey we should have the same symbol. Equal to also include this one in this one. Now see here, F is equal to K. I should travel from F to K, and throughout my journey I should have what? Equal to symbol only. Definitely I should have equal to symbol only. F, where do I have F? F I have here. I can move to L, but I don't have equal symbol here. F I have here. I can move to P, but I don't have equal to symbol here. Actually I should have what? Equal to symbol. So the first one became wrong. Okay, see students, this is an important question. I will come back to this question later. Okay, sorry, I should not give that one in the first instance. We will come back to this question later after solving the remaining questions. We will come back to this one. Now see here, students, first of all, directly I will come to the conclusion. These are my two conclusions. What it is? T is less than J. Whether it is less than J or greater than J, we will not bother about what it is. But from what to what I should travel? From J to T I should go. That is the meaning, right? From J I should travel to what? T. From J I should travel to what? T. So where do I have here J? Here. Where I have T? Here. So between these two expressions, what is the linkage here, students? M, right? See here, from J to M I can travel. Open gate, right? Yes, sir. Now from M to T I can travel. Yes, sir, I can travel. So that means this first conclusion is true or follows the given statements. The first conclusion is following the given statements. Now see the second one. From what I should travel? From Z to J. Why? Because towards Z I have opening, right? So from Z to J I should travel. Now where do I have Z? Here. Okay, sir, good. I have Z here. Okay, where do I have J? Here. That means what? First I should travel from Z to T. Yes, I can go. Is it possible for me to go from T to M? Is it possible for me to go to T to M? T to M. No, right? Why? Because this is a closed gate. If there is a closed gate, I cannot move forward. If there is a closed gate, so here can I tell the relation between J and Z? J and Z? No, I cannot tell. So I cannot tell the relation. This doesn't mean that it is wrong. I cannot tell the relation. So because of that reason, we will write our answer as only one follows. Only one follows. Only one follows. Just to see here, students, from opening I need to travel to T. From J I need to travel to T. So from J I need to travel to T means what is the common one? Once again I am repeating. J to M I can travel, sir. Yes. Why? Because this is a open gate. And M to J T I can travel. Why? Because this is also an open gate. So my first one is correct or follows the given statements. Now see the second one. Z to J I should travel. Z to T, yes sir, I can go. But is it possible for me to go from T to M? No. Why? Because this is a closed gate. This is a closed gate. Because of that reason, my second one is not following the given statements. I will come back to the first one later. Now we will see the remaining questions. Now, first see here, I should travel from what? G to Z. And what it is? Greater than or equal to means what did I tell you, students? Throughout my journey, I should have greater than or equal to. If there is equal to also, there is no wrong for me. I can go with that equal to also. Okay, not an issue for us here. Okay, now see here, students, I should travel from G to Z. G to Z. I should travel from G to Z. Where do I have G? Here. Where do I have Z? Here. Here. So what is the linkage here? Q, right? G to Q I can travel. Opening, right? Semi-opening. It is opening. And Q to Z I can travel. Equal to is negligible, ma. Need not to worry about equal to. Sir, you said that throughout my journey I should have only these symbols. Here I have equal to. Equal to is negligible. So now I can tell that G is greater than or equal to Z. G is greater. Why? Because I can travel from G to Z. First thing, yes. And I can travel, and as well as throughout my journey I have only greater than or equal to symbol. Equal to is negligible. So my first one is correct. First conclusion is following the given statements. Now see the second one. I should travel from what? I should travel from C to R. I should travel from C to R. I should travel from C to R. Where do I have C? Here. And where do I have R? Here. Now see here, students. First C to G I can travel S. G to Q I can travel S. Q to R I can travel. I can move from C to R. Okay, first thing is satisfied. Next, throughout my journey I have the same symbol, right? Throughout the journey I have the same symbol, yes. Then obviously this one also, the second conclusion is also correct for us here. So here what I can tell, both 1 and 2 follows the given statements. Both 1 and 2 follows the given statements. Both 1 and 2 follows the given statements. Now see the next one here, students. What I need to tell, E is greater than C and F is greater than B. E is greater than C and F is, first I need to travel from what? E to C. I need to travel from E to C, and this is a perfect greater, right? So throughout my journey at least one perfect opening should be there. At least one. First I will check whether I can travel from E to C or not here. Where do I have here? E. From E and C, what is the linkage between these two expressions, students? D, right? D is the expression. Now first, is it possible for me to travel from E to D? Is it possible for me to go from E to D? No. Even though if I go towards F also, is there any relation between F and C? No, right? So because of that reason, I cannot travel from E to D. So my first conclusion is false, or it will not follow. Next one is what? I should travel from F to B. F to B. See here, students. Can I travel from F to E here? This is a closed gate, right? So this one is also false. So here none follows. First of all, check whether you were able to travel the distance or not. That means from one element to the other one using our open and closed things. And after that, then check whether throughout my journey you have greater than or equal to or perfect greater. That thing secondary. First you check whether is it possible for you to travel from E to C or not. Here to travel from E to C, E to D I cannot travel, it is a closed gate, then it is of no use, right? Now we will see the next one. Now see here, students, from what I should travel? From M to O. See whether they give you the first expression or next expression, it doesn't matter for us, next element. The only thing is from what I need to travel? I need to travel from M to O. Why? Because opening is towards M. I need to travel from M to O. So where do I have M here? Here I have M. Here I have M. And here I have O. What is the linkage between these two? N is the linkage item. Now see here, M to N, yes, I can travel. Semi-opening, I can travel. N to O, I can travel. Yes, I can move from M to O. Now here there is a perfect one, right? So whether in my journey do you have a perfect one? Yes, sir, you have a perfect one. What it is? This one is a perfect one, right? So then obviously this conclusion will follow the given statements. At least one is enough, students. So one perfect one is there, then that is correct. Next see, K to O. I should travel from K to O. Where do I have K? I have K here. So I can travel from K to M, and I can move from M to N, and I can move from N to O. Yes, I can move from K to O. K to O I can move. Towards K I have opening. See here, students. Don't think that, sir, here first K is there second. It is not like that, ma. Think it is an open and close. So K to O I should travel. From K to M I can travel. M to N I can travel. N to O I can travel. Throughout my journey I have a perfect one. Yes, I have a perfect opening. So this one is also correct. So what will be my answer here? Both follows the given statements. Both follows the given statements will be my answer here. Now see the next one. What is telling? First, P is greater than or equal to T. P is greater than or equal to T. First I have P here and T here. First I will check whether I can travel from P to T. Yes, yes sir, I can travel from P to Q, Q to R, anyway that is equal to negligible. R to S I can travel and S to T also I can travel. But what is the symbol they given for me? Greater than or equal to. If there is a greater than or equal to, what I should have throughout my journey, I should have only greater than or equals to. But I have here greater symbols, right? So because of that reason, this one gone wrong. I can travel from P to T, but that is not the relation. What is the actual relation between P and T? This will be the actual relation between P and T. But they didn't mention us, so they are telling that greater than or equal to. Because of that reason, that one is gone. Next, Q to T I should travel. Q to T. Q to T I should travel. So where do I have Q? Here I have Q. So Q to R I can travel. R to S I can travel. S to T I can travel. And throughout my journey I have a perfect opening. Yes, I have a perfect opening. Then this one is correct. So here what? Only 2 follows. Understood, students? So in case of greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, throughout my journey I should have only this type of semi openings. In case of a perfect one, throughout my journey, at least one, not all the things should be of same, I am not telling that, at least one perfect opening should be there. Simple concept, very simple concept. If you know it for once, then that's it. Next one, see here, I should travel from M to O. No need to read this question, it is waste of time. I should travel from M to O. Where do I have M? Here. Is it possible for me, where do I have O? Here. Is it possible for me to go from M to N? Is it possible? No. Closed gate. So then this one is gone by default. Next, N to P. I should travel from N to P. N to O I can go, yes. O to P I can go, yes. But throughout my journey I should have this semi openings only, right? But I have a perfect opening. Because of that reason, this one also gone wrong. So here what will be my answer? None follows. Here what will be my answer? None follows. None follows. Next, see here students. No need of statements. Directly I will move to conclusions. A to C I need to travel. Where do I have A? Here. A to B I can go. B to C also I can go. Yes, I can travel. And I have a perfect opening, right? At least one perfect opening is enough. Yes, I have a perfect opening. Then the first one is correct. Now see the second one. B to D. I should travel from B to D. B to C I can go, C to D also I can go. Throughout my journey I have only this symbol side. Equal to is negligible, students, as I have told you. So I have only greater than or equal to, right? So this one is also correct. So my answer here becomes both follows. Both follows. Now see here students, quickly try to solve these questions. Quickly try to solve these 2 questions, students. First you try to travel from G to X and then G to Y. G to X and G to Y. Sorry, not G to Y, Z to Y. G to X. Where do I have G? Here. Is it possible for me to travel to X? Why? Because this is a closed gate. So this one is gone. So the first one is gone. Next, see the next one. I should travel from Z to Y. Where do I have here? Z here. Okay. Z to F I can travel. Why? Because it is an open gate. Next, F is here. Is it possible for me to go from F to E? No. Why? Because it is a closed gate. So this one is also gone. So here none follows. Okay, sir. Nice. Now see the next one. I should travel from what? S to F. I should travel from S to F. Where do I have S? Here. And where do I have F? Here. What is the linkage between these two here, students? T. S to U I can travel. U to T I can travel. Next, T to F I can travel. T to F also I can travel, right? Why? Because it is opening. Yes, I can travel. And throughout my journey I have a perfect opening. Yes, I have a one perfect opening. So this one is correct. So my first one is correct. Now see the next one. I should travel from what? T to P. Where do I have T? Here. And where do I have P? Here. T here, I cannot move from here to here. But please observe here, the same T was there here also. So please be careful. So T to F I can go. F to P I can go. And there is a perfect one. Yes, there is a perfect one. So this one is also correct. So here both follows. Both follows for me here. Both the conclusions follows. Next one. Please try to solve this one, students. Everyone pause the video and try to solve this one. Right? Now see here, Q to L. I should travel from Q to L. Where do I have Q? Here. Where do I have L? Here. What is the linkage between these two, students? What is the linkage between these two, Q and L? What is the common element between these two terms? There is no common element, right? L is the common one. Sorry, Q to L. In the same one it is there, right? Sorry. So Q to T I can go. Yes. T to L also I can travel. And there is a perfect one, at least one. Yes. So my first one is correct. Now see the next one, Y to K. I should travel from Y to K. What is the channel between these two? L, right? L is here and L is here. So Y to L I can come. Yes, I can come from Y to L. Next, L to C I can go, and C to K also I can go. So that means at last I can move from Y to K. Y to K. And throughout my journey, do I have a perfect opening? Yes, I have one perfect opening. So this one is also correct. So here both follows. So here both the conclusions follows for me. Next, see the next one. R is greater than M. From R I should travel to M. So R to M. R to K, yes I can travel. K to T, I cannot travel. That is a closed gate, right? So I cannot establish the relation between R and M here. Next, S to T I should travel. S was here, I cannot move from S in reverse order. Why? Because S is closed here. Is there any other place S do we have here? No. So this one is also closed. So here none follows. Understood, students? Now we will go back to our first question once. We will go back to the first question once. I told you, right? Later we will discuss that one. Now come to this question, students. Why it is very, very important means here there is a chance for either or. Either or. For same elements, please be careful, students. This thing happens only whenever you have equal to, usually. Whenever you have equal to, this chance will be have for us, that is either or. For the same elements F and K, one is equal to and the other one is greater. There is a chance. I will not say that pakka, but there will be a chance. Now first see here, students, from here to here. In this type of questions, what my suggestion is, first try to write the relation directly. Try to write the relation directly. From F to L I can travel. Yes. L to K I can travel. Now see here, students, F to L, L to K. I can travel, right? So what is the relation? Equal to relation is first one. Both the should be things will be equal to, that is wrong. F is greater than K. Yes. F is greater than K. There is a perfect opening. So then this will become true. So here only second one follows. But it is not in all the cases, students. What happens is, in some cases we may also have greater than or equal to. Okay. What happens, sir? What means, see here, students. In that cases, usually what will be given means, this L. If it is like this, students, if it is like this, instead of a perfect one, if I have a semi one, first I will check F is equal to K. That is wrong. Why? Because there is a greater chance. F is greater than K, there is also a equal chance, right? Why? Because throughout my journey, at least I should have one perfect one, but I have a semi one. So now I can tell that F is greater than or equal to K. F is greater than or equal to K. That means either greater or equal. So either or chance will be there. So please be careful whenever you get this equal to, immediately check the other one whether it is greater or lesser. Why? Because there is a minute chance of getting either or. You should observe that one, students. That is the reason I am telling that one. Okay, you should be able to observe that either or case. Either or case here. If you do so, then that is really good. That too only when you have equal to. Only when you will have equal to, then only we will have the chance for either or, and the elements also should be same. I am telling only chance, students. It doesn't mean that whenever you see these type of things, always you write either or. Just now see this one, only 2 is following, right? First one went wrong, but please keep an eye on this one. Okay, next. We will move to the remaining questions now. Solve this one, students. Pause the video and try to solve this one. Pause the video and try to solve this one. A to Q I should travel. Now see here, Q equal to A. Same elements, just changed. Need not to worry. Same elements. A is greater than Q and Q. First I will check whether A is greater than Q or not. A to T I can travel, T to S I can travel, D to Q also I can travel. But throughout my journey, do I have a perfect opening? No. So because of that reason, that became wrong. Next, Q equal to A. Throughout my journey, I should have what? All equals to only. But I have greater than or equal to, so this one is also wrong. Now I will combine these two. Why I am checking it combinedly means there is a chance for either or. Now see here, A is greater than Q or it will be equal to Q, right? Why? Because the actual relation between A and Q is what here? This is the relation, right? Why? Because always I have the same symbol, equal to is negligible. So that means A is greater than or equal to. So that means A is greater than or Q or A is equal to Q. So here my answer will become either 1 or 2 follows. Any one should follow. Either A can follow or B can follow. Okay. So this is how we need to solve this either or cases, students. Please be careful. Definitely whenever you have equal to, then there is a high chance of getting either or. So please have a look on that one. Only in that cases, nowhere you can see that either or. Only in that cases you will see either or. So please be careful there. Now see here, students, here, sir, here I have equal to, but here I have two different elements, right? No need to fear. No need to fear, simply check them in a normal manner. Why? Because two are different elements. In both the statements I have different elements. In both the conclusions I have different elements. Now y equal to r. But what I have throughout my journey I should have equal to only, right? But I have one a less than or equal to. Because of that reason this gone wrong. Okay, next, T is great, from T to W I should travel. T to V I can travel, or else see here T to R I can travel and R to W I can travel. Yes sir. So I can travel from T to W, and throughout my journey I have one equal to and one less than. So equal to is anyway negligible and the symbol is there, yes. So this one will follow. So what will be my answer here? Only one follows. Only one follows for me here. Okay, I have only one symbol. So here my answer becomes only one follows. Only one follows here for me. Okay, right, students? Now solve the next one. I should travel from P to T. I should travel from P to T. Where do I have P here? I cannot move from P to any element, right? I cannot move in this direction or I cannot move in this direction. Here I cannot move, but please see here, students, P to T, I can move here. P equal to N, I can move. N to J, I can move. J to T, I can move. And there is a perfect opening. Yes, there is a perfect opening. So this one is correct. This one is correct. Next, I should travel from what? X to J. I should travel from X to J. So X to Z, X to P, I can go. Yes. P to N, I can go. N to J, I can go. Yes. And in between there is a perfect opening. Yes, there is a perfect opening. So here both follows. Both follows. Now similarly solve this one, students, everyone. Give a try. What you will get here? First I should travel from U to X. I should travel from U to X. Where do I have U? Here. And X here. Is there any other place I have U? Only one variable was given here luckily. So you can dial. U to F, I cannot go. This is a closed gate and I have X here. So this one is gone wrong. Next, E to Q. E to Q. Where do I have E? Here. I cannot move to, I can go to X, but I cannot move from X. Why? Because it is a closed gate. So this one is also gone wrong. So here none follows. None follows. None of the two conclusion follows the given statements. Next, solve this one, students. Pause the video and solve it. Pause the video and solve these two questions. M to K. I should travel from M to K. So M, where do I have M? Here, here. Is there any other M? No, that's it. So M to K. Where do I have K? Here. What is the linkage between these two, students? These two relations is H. H. So now M to I can travel. M to E, yes, I can travel. E to H I can travel. Yes, I can travel. Now from H to K I can travel. Yes, I can travel. But throughout my journey, what are the symbols I have? Only these symbols, right? But I should have a perfect opening, right? At least one perfect opening. At least one perfect. But do I have at least one perfect opening here? No. Because of that reason, this gone wrong. This gone wrong. Next, see the next one. M equal to K. I have M here and K here. But I have greater than symbols. So this one is also wrong. This one is also wrong. But equal to symbol is there and same elements are there. Now I will try to write the relation between M and K. What is the relation between M and K here, students? Actually greater than or equal to. So here my answer becomes either 1 or 2 follows. See here students, if you see individual them, if you don't observe it together, there is a high chance of writing that none follows. But here my answer becomes either 1 or 2 follows. Why? Because equal to for same elements. Same elements. Because of that reason, either 1 or 2 follows for us here. Please be careful with this either or case students. Okay. Next one. See the next one. What I have here, from H to I should travel. From H to P. H I have here also. Here I cannot move, so it is of no use. This is the only chance. H to P I can go, P to S I can go, I to A, S to I also I can move. But throughout my journey I should have the same symbol side. But do I have the same symbols? No. Because of that reason this went wrong. Okay, next, from W to S I should travel. Where do I have W here? Right, W to D I can go. It is equal to D to H I can go, yes. H to P I can go, P to S I can go. Throughout my journey, do I have a perfect opening? Yes, I have one perfect opening, so this one is correct. So here my answer becomes only 2 follows the given statements. Only 2 follows the given statement. See students, these questions are very important in all the banking examinations. You can see at least some 3 to 4 questions from this one. Minimum. A simple concept. You should understand the concept. Open and close. First check whether you can travel from one element to the other element or not. After checking that one, then check if it is a perfect greater in that journey, do you have at least one perfect greater or not. If you have, then that is true. And if it is a semi-opening, that means a greater than or equal to throughout the journey. First thing is, mandatory thing is whether you can travel from one element to another element. You need to check that pakka. And if that doesn't satisfy, then there itself it went wrong. And then next, throughout my journey, I should have the same symbols, perfect greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Same symbols. When if you have equal to, ignore it. Ignore it. And in the conclusions, if you have equal to, like this, please check for the possibility of either or. Either or. Don't forget that one. Okay? Right? Now, next one. Pause the video and try to solve this one, students. I should travel from what? Y to R. Y to R. So, Y to O I can go, O to R I can go, and throughout my journey I have the same symbol, yes, equal to is negligible here. Yes, so that is correct. Next, Y to R. Y is greater than R. Now see here students, I can travel from Y to R, but in my journey do I have a perfect greater? No, so because of that reason it went wrong. So here my answer becomes only one will follow. Only one follows the given statements. Next see here, L to T. I should travel from L to T. Wherever I have opening, from there I will start traveling. L to T. So L to T, this one is the direct one. So this one is correct. Next F to S. F to Q I can go, Q to S also I can go. In my journey I should have at least one perfect greater. Yes, I have. So here my answer becomes both follows. Here my answer becomes both follows. Now try to solve this one, students, quickly. Please see here, equal to is there, greater is there. Between the same elements Y and W, there is a high chance for either or. So Y to W. If you check throughout my journey, I have equals here. No, that is wrong. Next, Y is greater than, throughout my journey, do I have a perfect opening? No. Individually they are wrong. But now if I write the relation between Y and W, what it becomes? Greater than or equal to. So now my answer here becomes either 1 or 2 follows. My answer here becomes either 1 or 2 follows. That is the answer for this one. Next, see the next one. From K to C I should travel. From K to C I should travel. Where do I have K? Here. C here. What is the linking element between these two? D. K to D I can travel. Yes. D to C I can travel. Yes. Throughout my journey do I have one perfect one? Yes. So that one is correct. Next, A to M. Can I travel from A to M? What is the linkage element? D. A to K I can go, K to D I can go, and D to C I can go, C to M also I can travel. So I can travel from A to M. And throughout my journey do I have a perfect opening? Yes. Then here both are correct. Both follows the given statement. Both follows the given statement for me here. Next see here, T to O I should travel. T to M I can go, M to E I can go, but I cannot go from E to O. I cannot go from E to O. Because of that reason this is false. This is false. Next, O to S. I have O here. O to E I can travel. Next, E to S also I can travel. Okay, and throughout my journey, do I have a perfect one? Yes. So this one is correct. So here only 2 follows. Only 2 follows for me here. Only 2 follows for me here. Now take down the last one and please comment your answers in the comment section for these 3 questions, students. Whether the statements are correct or not, whether they are following or not, please check them and please comment in the comment section. That's it, students. This is the first part. These are the first set of questions from this inequality. In our next following video, we will see the next set of questions from the same inequality concept. Students, as I have told you already, definitely 3 to 4 questions will be asked in our banking examinations, and when it comes to SSC CGL, you can expect 1 question. Okay, thank you very much.